Oh, hey, oh, it's you. Well, you might be wondering what I'm doing here in such a lavish setting. It being Romance Month, I decided to do a movie so swanky and so romantic, I must be in a setting such as this to even do it justice. When I sat down to the table high as a kite, just letting ideas come to me, one of the biggest ideas I came up with was Romance Month. But the hardest part was figuring out what the West Week would be. But the West was just really not coming together. I thought about doing Wrist Cutters, and I really wasn't feeling it. And then over the break, it hit me like a ton of bricks. A movie I learned about from the reviews of the Nostalgia Critic and Obscurus Lupa. Yes, the movie called the best worst movie since Troll 2, Tommy Wiseau's masterpiece, The Room. And the opening goes there.
Are you ready?
No.
I was asking the audience.
No, they can't answer you. It's in the internet.
What's the internet?
Ah! Play the song!
All my friends are dead and they don't like me anymore. They moved along, they changed, and now they find me quite a bore. Way back then it was okay to be a little weird, but all my friends are dead and some have even grown a beard.
Now I know what you were thinking, folks. Oh, the bunny is going to pretend we haven't seen this movie and rib the same scenes we've seen 100 times before.
Nice to see you, Danny.
I'm going to take a nap.
How cynical of you. I expect you to give me a little bit more credit. No, I have had a vision. Something important you all have forgotten. The Room is a really good movie.
He said, huh? What are you talking about?
No, this is not true in the traditional sense of a good movie, but it is still spellbinding and a perfect cult film.
And you get a reaction from people who say, huh? What are you talking about?
The worst movies make you mad or they fail on key storytelling or special effects staples. But this movie is memorable. I'm not saying that every good cult movie needs to be quotable, but it sure helps.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Let me list other movies that I think are really good, not masterpieces, but movies with a huge cult following like The Room. Mallrats, Army of Darkness, Cannibal the Musical, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Fifth Element, and Pink Flamingos. But movies that are rewatchable, quotable, or particularly clever.
You know, the Oscar is coming.
Is this movie good at all? No, not really. Not at all. But sometimes one of these really bad movies manages to hit comedy gold. Look, I know this movie fails on every level, but there is one place it soars. It's incredibly entertaining. And I knew I had to say something about this magical angel turd.
Why did you do this to me? Why?
I love this movie! But if you're like me, you love Tim and Eric and the most extreme of the awkward moments of public broadcasting shows, then you will love this too. If you haven't already seen it, don't come to me to explain this thing. I'm not going scene by scene on this sucker. Like the Muppet Christmas Carol, I'm going to bring to the surface some of the better elements of this film. Unlike Muppet Christmas Carol, this isn't because you know the story, it's because the story is very unimportant. I'm also using this movie to make some random jokes. Like this.
Hey, everybody. I have an announcement to make. We're expecting.
To have the stripper arrive in the next few minutes, his name is Rocky.
We're expecting.
To buy this movie from the Walmart bargain bin 3 months from now.
We're expecting.
Not to put this on our resumes.
We're expecting.
To do 4 more sex scenes, but they will not be filmed.
We're expecting.
No one to commit suicide anytime soon. Those are the jokes, Brian. So wow, that was weird. So what's cool about this movie is basically every single thing. It's so deadpan and then over the top in all the wrong times. I've seen a ton of really, really bad movies, but this magical thing is among the best mistakes ever made.
That's not the end of the story.
Go on. I'm listening.
Okay.
I clearly am not saying Wiseau earned this in the traditional sense, and I think Luck deserves some credit. He took his time and his money and he put it into a giant Hollywood slot machine, and guess what? He ended up with gold.
He is always bugging me about my house. 15 years ago, we agreed that house belongs to me. Now the value of the house is going up and he's seeing dollar signs. Everything goes wrong at once. Nobody wants to help me, and I'm dying.
You're not dying, Mom.
I got the results of the test back. I definitely have breast cancer.
Why are you telling me all this?
It's plot exposition. It has to go somewhere.
When we hear about a guy who wins a lotto, we don't think that hack doesn't deserve that money. We think, way to go, you won big. That's great. He's got a one-way pass to immortality. So who's really the failed director, The answer is Tommy Wiseau.
You know, the Oscar is coming.
Okay, am I the only one brave enough to say this? Okay, here it is. That Denny kid looks exactly like Spoonie 1. No, really, look. Spoonie, are you the boy who played Denny in The Room? Or are you his older brother? Spoonie, I demand that you answer for this anomaly. The internet wants to know if you're actually the kid from The Room. Answer for this! I demand you have answers! Okay, so I've broken down the first sex scene. I have a few questions about this scene. 1, is it raining during this sex scene, like, all of a sudden? Or, I mean, what is that wet glass in the background when Denny leaves? Okay, 2, yes, there is a lot of mincing about getting to the sex, but what you guys fail to realize is that this isn't Tommy Wiseau padding out the movie, it's Tommy Wiseau giving us very brilliant foreshadowing. See, Tommy is as good a dancer and a good a romancer as he is a good lover. 3, and before we get to the sex, what is going on with this song? Can I get this song someplace? I want it as a ringtone. It's like this clearly white guy singing some R&B song, and then like right in the middle, it's got some goddamn Dragon Force lyrics. Listen. I was standing in the way of a bullet. I will run through a forest of flames. I will run through a flame of the forest. You tell me that seriously is from a Dragon Force song. Oh shit, that rain that I thought was from before, when Denny was, that was like a bed sculpture, sex toy sculpture thingy apparently. Hey, The Room, 1993 called, they want their cutting edge interior design back. 5, okay, so what the fuck is this? See, he is like lifting his hips up to the side? I mean, I don't know. Is he like showing her that he has a heart on or something? I mean, sometimes girls forget and you have to remind them, but seriously, look at what he's doing there. Like, he's like lifting himself up and then rose petals. So you're telling me that he had to shove his hips upward to drop down flower petals? What is he expecting her to do? Like, is that like a blowjob invitation or something? I mean, I know his crotch is directing traffic to a blowjob, but I mean, I don't understand. Can someone please watch this scene and get back with me on what he's like lifting his, I can't even do it. It's ridiculous. Now everyone knows the famous humping scene where he's like fucking her stomach. In case you don't remember, here it is. Yep, okay. But there are 2 more memorable hump scenes in this that are equally ridiculous. This first one it actually looks pretty painful. He's just like gripped a hold of her and he's just drilling her, but like in wide circles. Like, who told him that's what women like? Because they do not like that. The ladies don't like hard fucking in a circle. That doesn't make any sense. How do I saw you crazy man? The other scene is shot like, it's like right next to him, and it's like, he's like plowing her as hard as he can go, like as deep as he can go, and then he's just like rolling around in a circle. Seriously, like, when you really analyze some of these scenes and these sex scenes, it doesn't even make any sense. What the fuck is he doing? Also, the Oscar goes to The Room for Best Foley. Hey, Foley guy, way to add those. And at the very end, 7. In this moment, we are supposed to totally understand that Lisa is bored of Johnny. This moment where she's just laying there and she's kind of trying to cuddle with him or whatever. That is the moment where the audience is supposed to go, oh, she is bored with Johnny now. How many of you even noticed it the first time you watched it? I didn't. It's important for the plot, though. So next time you're watching it with somebody new, you point out to that moment, that's the moment she is totally sick of Johnny. And then pass the bong. I love this first exchange between Mark and Lisa.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm very busy. What's going on?
Mark is like, he's not really talking to her specifically, it sounds like. And if he is actually talking to her, he sounds like he's just really irritated by her. You know, like she's a pest. A pest he later bangs repeatedly. So you know what? I'm gonna call Mark's narrow ass and get some goddamn answers.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Mark. It's me, a large talking bunny named Phil.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm very busy. What's going on?
Well, I'm reviewing this movie that you're in, and it's called The Room. You got a minute to explain yourself and some of your actions?
Look, we'll talk about it later. I told you I'm very busy.
Look, buddy, someone is going to talk to me about this film, and if it isn't you, then you might end up looking pretty bad by the end of it.
Okay, all right, what do you want to talk about?
Okay, I just have a few questions about the direction of the...
I mean, why do you ask me? You know, you've been very happy with Johnny.
I didn't say anything about John...
What do you want me to say? I mean, you should enjoy your
What?
Okay. All right, how about noon?
What? I never indicated wanting a meeting or...
All right, see ya.
Why, I never! Huh.